So I'm up here, guys, with something special, a little different for you guys. Something that I am kind of well versed in knowledge about on. I'm well versed on, and so knowledge wise, and so let me just spill the beans. Okay, I'm trying to like keep the mystery going, but let's just put it out there, okay? Plus it's already in the title. Today's video is a request, an answer to some questions that I have received from a viewer who is interested and has been delving into cross-dressing. So I was asked to create a video specifically geared towards that. In this channel, I welcome all folks. Okay, I let you guys know all are welcome. Style is for everyone. Style is something that's fun, and it's a great way to kind of help you stay grounded and connect you with the now and tap into that inner, deeper, loving part of you, because style is love, okay? We don't put the energy to get dressed and go out there into the world in our own personal, individualistic type of way without having some sort of care for ourselves and some care for the art at hand. Okay, personal style is a form of art, okay? Dressing up and going out into the world, exploring different garments, it's a form of art, okay? And so for those of you who are watching who are cross-dressers, this video is for you. For those of you who are watching who might not be cross-dressers, you might be thinking about it, this video is for you. For those of you who's watching, and you have no idea what cross-dressing is all about, or you don't know anyone who does it, or you want to find out more information about it, this video is for you. Okay, so I am going to answer some questions on here that was kind of asked of me. Okay, I'm going to answer those questions and delve into what cross-dressing is, how to approach it as you're getting started, how to cultivate it, and how to emotionally care for yourself as you are giving yourself to this art form, to this way of dressing, whether it be a hobby or a lifestyle or even like a job, okay? There's a lot of stigma around cross-dressing, a lot of hateration. Y'all be out there hating on people who are just living their life, shedding their light, being who they are, enjoying themselves. Don't hate, appreciate. So this video is about appreciating the art of cross-dressing, because it's an art form. When you really do think about it, when you're trying to tap into that part of yourself and like do something different than what you're taught to do and project it in a way that's satisfying, like there's art behind that. Okay, so let's not water it down. Okay, it's not something that deserves to be watered down. It's something that should be uplifted, and folks should get a medal at the end of the day. But it's not about competition. It's from a place of love, right? So in some arenas it's about competition. Okay, when you go to the balls and everything and you see the competitors doing their thing to win a prize, things like that. And in some instances it's just about you. It's just about you pretty much just loving on yourself, having self-confidence, going out into the world the way you choose, the way you see fit, and living your life. There's nothing more satisfying, by the way. Okay. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm a theater girl. Okay, I'm from the theater, and in the theater, we've heard of a lot of roles where men play the female parts. Cross-dressing is not something new, although society will act like it just kind of fell into our laps. It's nothing new, and it's been going on for, I think, centuries. Since theater in Greek mythology and Greek theater was created, I mean, even in Shakespeare, you know, like, I think Romeo, yeah, for sure, Romeo was Romeo and by a male, and then Juliet was played by a male, you know, because women couldn't take on certain roles based on their reputation, their womanhood. They had to be like kind of protected, and they were like super oppressed in a way, in a lot of ways. So they also weren't working, you know, and the theater was work. You know, you would get compensated for it. Um, and it was like a big deal. Okay. So men would get up there and play these female parts, and folks would enjoy it very much. And um you know, that was that. The in the artistic world, art was for, you know, performance art was for the man. Okay. Things are a lot different now. Okay, but I think that's part of where cross-dressing became popular. I'm not going to say it started there, but the popularity of it in the theater, as theater rose, as theater, the theater world grew and the plays kept coming in, right? It was like a thing. It was known, it was popular to do that, and it was accepted. Okay, see, the thing is, in our society today, oh, it's accepted. If folks can laugh at you, mock you, gossip about you, okay, as long as you're entertaining them, right? And you're serving that purpose to where they don't feel, you know, intimidated in any type of way. You know, they're laughing at you, and it's okay. You know, within the performance arena, you know, actors, male, you know, comedians a lot of the times will dress up like women, right? And have fun with it, and you know, our TV shows will show that and things like that, and it's accepted, right? So it's accepted in those arenas. But when it comes time to walk down the street with a bona fide cross-dresser who's living their life that way, then it's a problem. Because we live in fear. We live in fear of what others think. We live in fear of going against the grain. And cross-dressing is the art of like going against the grain to satisfy your own needs and to please your own eyes. Okay, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. It's a beautiful thing to know that you need that. That's listening to yourself and not ignoring yourself because of what else is going on around you. That's like tapping into the spirit on that level, right? Your spirit is calling for something else, and you being the bold person who is capable of filling your own needs is going to go after that, right? I think that's how it starts. And how let me just start by saying I am equipped for this video. I just want to let you know, okay, as a woman talking about cross-dressing, I don't currently cross-dress, but I am equipped for this video because I used to wear like masculine type clothing in my 20s for a short period of time, but it was my way of exploring my needs and exploring how I wanted to look, you know, because I was seeing different things around me with my friends and going to Manhattan and things like that. At like 15 years old, I was seeing different types of styles that I was gravitating towards, and I was around different types of people. And I had to explore for myself what makes me happy and makes me feel like myself. So in order to do that, I had to do a little bit of cross-dressing for myself. And I was a few times mistaken as a man. I was very happy about that because I felt like, oh, I passed. That was the whole point, right? To give off that masculine vibe. But shortly after that, you know, I realized that, oh, I like my hair straight. You know, there's just certain things I like, you know, maybe more feminine things for myself. And, you know, I got more confident to tap into that part of me. So that's how I'm equipped. And also I want to share that I am a life coach. Okay, one of the things I do in my regular day job is I am a life coach, and I coach individuals of all backgrounds. All right. And I have coached trans individuals, and I have coached um, LGBTQ individuals, just going after what they want, coming out of their shell, with styling tips, actual physical dressing, creating a tool, a map, so that they can find clothing and wear clothing that reflects them. It's been like a journey of mine, but also that was part of the coaching, like the identity part of it. But the bulk of it was also life coaching. And so their lives, that was a big part of what they needed care and motivation and support with. So because I have a background in also styling artists, um, styling musicians, and also just I styled a couple of musicians, up and coming musicians, and also I have a background in retail. I have a background in selling my own goods. I've worked for The Gap, Banana Republic, Urban Outfitters. Urban Outfitters has like this kind of unisex type of feel about it also, and I felt very comfortable working in that store, and I worked in the men's department. So I feel like I have a bit of both, a little taste of both worlds, and I could comment, on cross-dressing. I've also volunteered for GMHC, uh, Gay Men's Health Crisis, went on retreats with them. I've also volunteered for a nonprofit organization in the LGBTQ plus community. I do different things, and I put my foot in different places. And I'm experienced, and I know enough. I know enough to be able to be coaching people to be their best selves, and I have an idea of basic style 101, and looking what it means to look good and feel good in your clothing, and just provide emotional care around that to help build and nurture self-confidence. Okay, we all need a shoulder to lean on, and we all need that motivation sometimes. So that's what I do in my everyday. I also do a few other things that kind of connected to self-love and emotional well-being. Okay, so I don't want to delve into that, but so I have some tips and I have some tools, and I've also had friends who, and still have friends who are trans, who were just cross-dressing for entertainment, or just cross-dressing for fun. A little bit about me and my background in this area of specialty. I just want to say that there are different cross-dressing like means, right? What does it mean to you? How do you want to do it? These are some questions that should be answered. I feel like that's the foundational part. And even if you don't know, it's okay, but you can try to start to think about it. And maybe an answer will come, maybe it won't. I don't think it's something that should be pushed or contrived, because if you don't know, you just don't know. But I think it's important to look at what inspires you, right? So do you want to do it as a hobby, a lifestyle, for work, like it's a sexual outlet? Like, where is it stemming from? Do you want a partner, of a certain sex or type around, your cross-dressing? Is it just for you at home by yourself? Like your own sweet little thing, like treat for yourself, so you get to decide what that means to you, what it's about, and from there you can see kind of where to take it. I know sometimes the unknown can be so scary. You don't know where it might lead you, perhaps. However, it's important to start and have that foundation. Okay. And guys, some other things to think about, okay, as you're delving into your cross-dressing experience, okay? Do you want to be glamorous? Who are some women who you have gravitated towards, right? Some pronouns, women pronouns, she, her, even if they're non-binary, you're very fascinated with the style and their ability to kind of project their femininity in like, a wholesome way or whatever. Or maybe it's not all that wholesome. Maybe it's like a little raunchy and a little, you know, slut like, and that's okay too. There are different types of like feminine power out there that you can work with and explore. Okay. And it's up to you to see what works best for you, what you gravitate to, you gravitate to, and then see how you'll be able to receive that and project that, but exploration is key. So, think about if you're the glamorous type, if you just want to like do something natural more every day, maybe you want to, cross dress in a way that's kind of like in between. You don't want to maybe go the whole route, but you might want to like, I saw someone in my area walking down the block the other day and like, he was dressed in I would say I'm not really sure of his pronouns, but he looked like masculine in his style, but he had little hints of feminine style choices going on. And he was wearing a bright pink crossbody bag that looked fabulous, by the way, and some slides. And it was just done so cute. And he had on a cap, or the person had on a cap, and it was just so amazing and so refreshing to see that. But this town is for that. We welcome that here. I really wasn't all that surprised. It was just more about his execution that I was like, oh wow, that's cute. Okay. So yeah, it depends on where you want to take it. So guys, some tips that I want to share about starting your cross-dressing is take your time. Number one, take your time. Be easy with it. There's no rat race. The only person you're competing with is yourself at that point. Because when we talk about self-identity and self-style, which is also attached to, self-preservation, personal style, self is part of self-preservation, taking care of the self. There's no competition. It's just you and you. So be gentle with yourself, be patient with yourself. Know that you don't know everything and you might have to do some research. You might have to reach out and network and talk to people, have a circle of folks for support. You might want to reach out to that lady in your life that you think is gorgeous, whose look that you might want to steal a few things from. Okay. And then, there's always Pinterest. You can grab a lot of ideas from social media and things like that. And from YouTubers like myself, hello. So use those tools, get a book on fashion for women and like check mark, highlight those things that pull you to that page, or, take some pictures of the pictures and put them up, in your room, or keep them in your phone, or, whatever safe place you can keep them as a tool, as a reference. Okay. If you're watching this video and you like what you hear, okay, jot down some of these tips. These tips, take what you can and leave the rest. Jot down the tips that work for you. Okay, that resonates with you, that you're like, okay, now I'm feeling that, right? And those are ways over time, give it time. Over time, you'll start to understand yourself a little bit better. You'll have a broader scope of what's needed. And like I said, it's not a rush game, so you can take your time and ease into it, okay? I would suggest, as part of easing into it, you can start off with accessories. You can start off with a bag of your choice, okay? You can start off with maybe like decorating, putting certain things like in your hair. If you decide to do wigs, add some flowers to the mix. whatever makes you feel feminine and pretty, or maybe you're not going for pretty, but you're going for, um, something feminine, or maybe like a feminine edge or something like that, accessorized. You have scarves that you can wrap around your head. If you have really short hair, you can go bald with some big hoop earrings. There are different ways you can do a headband. Like I said, wigs are great too, but figure out the right wig for you. And I think that it's so important, for anyone wearing a wig, like, to show some of your face, right? So something that's suitable for the shape of your face, that you feel beautiful or pretty in, is key. Um, Also, wear maybe a perfume that really taps into that feminine part of you, right? That taps into your cross-dressing mode, right? Your cross-dressing side, okay? A special type of perfume, okay? I love, because scents matter, okay? Sometimes my perfumes, the scent, this is Valentina by Valentino. The sense of things can, like, kind of help me to feel a certain way about myself too. It kind of adds to the mood and the vibe in that moment. So play with perfumes, like I said, tap into that feminine, the most feminine as you can get, as close as you can get for now, right? Tap into that feminine part of you, and have fun with it and play, Um, don't be afraid of adding shades to the mix. You might want to, start off with some shades and incorporate things like sunglasses, earrings. I know, like, the cat eye shape is very feminine. So, maybe play with that. Certain types of frames that complement your features would be so nice, and play with color as well. Okay, another way to get started is makeup. Okay. And you might not need a whole lot of makeup. It depends on what you're going for. But listen, some lip gloss to plump those lips up, a little lip liner, okay, a little mascara, okay, shape up those brows, things like that, if you want a more clean cut, cleaner type of look. But it's okay too to just rock your beard and just put on some lipstick. Okay. Um, it's really up to you. You get to define your cross-dressing experience, your cross-dressing act. Because to act is to do. Okay, so the action that you put behind it, it's up to you. I just made that up, by the way. That sounded really, really cute. To act is to do. So the action you put behind it is really up to you. I'm about to write a book on that, or title for a book. So there are different ways. Shoes are hard for some men, or if you identify as a man, okay, shoes are hard. You might be non-binary, okay? Shoes are hard for bigger feet. It's hard to find different styles. But I'm going to link, I think Nine West goes, like, pretty big in style. And also, there are a couple other brands, like, you'll find, like, a size 12, size 13 in women's sizes. Um, you might have to get a custom shoe, okay, or a unisex type of shoe, like a loafer or something like that, or a certain type of sneaker that's versatile, or slides right now for the summer that's, like, versatile. And you might want to add stuff to it on your own. Add a strap or something to go up your leg or something like that. There are ways around it, and you might have to get pretty creative. That's what it's all about. But in the meantime, until certain fabulous designers start making bigger sizes, You have to find ways around what's already out there, and don't let that deter you and keep you from going after how you truly want to look and feel in the long run. Okay. So you can start off with some heels, and some denims if you have some nice fitting denims. It depends on your shape, okay, and how you want to execute that and have that reflected. You might not want to go tight. You might want to go super tight. You might want to go tight dress, tight skirt, mini skirt. You might just want to play and have that type of fun. And if so, it's important to figure out how you're going to do it, how you'd like to look in that way. And I think above all, one of the things to really pay attention to at the end of the day is comfort. I've had cross-dressing friends where if a toe could fit in the shoe, that's all that was needed. The toe is fitting in the shoe, and that's that. Okay, we're going out. We're going outside. We're gonna do our thing. No, 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 no. Make sure the toe fits in the shoe. Make sure the shoe fits so you can be comfortable. And when you're comfortable, you look your best. Or you can be uncomfortable, but still look your best, but not uncomfortable to the point where you're like dying and crushing inside because your foot is on fire. Okay, so kind of be practical about that. Loving on yourself means taking care of yourself. So you want to take care of your body parts as well while you're starting this journey. Okay. If you know a friend or a family member who you trust, who you admire, they admire you back, they value and respect you, right? So the experience, the exchange is going to be a wholesome, healthy type of exchange. I feel like go to that person, let them know what you're out to do. Someone that you admire, like I said before, and you love their style and things like that, and ask them, can I borrow a certain piece? Or maybe can you help to style me, somewhere in my home? What are some things that you've been thinking about maybe letting go of? Can I have it? Can I explore and use it right now? It's important to socialize and verbally express what we want and need. And you'd be surprised, people who love us will show up for us. Like I know someone whose friend would come by and do his makeup. Okay, he's transitioning, would come by and do his makeup. Okay, he started off cross-dressing. How sweet is that? And the person knew how to do makeup really, really well. So when he would get his face done, it was a mean beat. Okay, that face was beat, meaning that face everything was drawn on precisely and perfectly. It was giving gorgeous. Okay, so reach out to people in your life, close loved ones, right? Because loved ones could be friends, right? And ask for help, and you'll be surprised. Like, girl, I know you haven't worn that wig in a while. Can I get that wig for my cross-dressing experiences? Okay, maybe the wig might not be all that, but with certain products, you can probably figure out how to make it look sleek, right? Put a headband around it, okay? There are ways around things, and finding those little tips and tools, those little avenues. YouTube is the place to be. Like the girlies are up there doing all that in a bag of chips. Okay, the boys too, showing you how to do makeup and everything, and just how to look your best. Okay, and me. Ding. Let's not forget me. Little old me. Little old me. Okay, another thing that you can do, thrift. You can thrift your pieces, thrift your items. Okay. Go out there, explore those thrift stores. I'm telling you, the thrift store is a lesson within itself. Okay. If you pay close attention, you can learn so much from what is there in the thrift shop. Okay, take your time. Look at the cut. Okay, look at the color. Put it up to your face. Try it on. As you're exploring, I would say thrift, because it's a low cost way to try out different pieces and have fun. And you're not like breaking the bank just in case something doesn't work out, or it's not the process of like, I don't know. I just feel like it's practical. It makes sense to thrift as you're trying different things to see what works, and then kind of move into, maybe the more luxury stuff as time goes on, when you've defined what it is what you want, the pieces that you want to own, or the pieces that you'll take really seriously. Okay, but I mean, if you have the money and you just want to splurge and just have fun, and you know what you want, because sometimes don't underestimate yourself, because if you know what you want in your spirit and your soul, and you're like, I know I like this, then you like it. Okay. It doesn't take much exploration after declaring that. Okay. One way to start is to have a good tailor. Get yourself a good tailor that's going to adjust those pieces that you don't like how they look on you, right? Because transitioning over to female clothing or feminine type pieces, the key word here is transition. Okay, so as you're transitioning over, even if you just do it a few hours in the week, it doesn't matter how or when. The point is you're exploring that, and you want to feel good. Okay, that's why you took it on in the first place, I would think, right? Because it's like excitement or something that you like, right? So I think having a tailor around could help to cinch things in certain places, and do things that's gonna suit your personality around the garment. And don't get it twisted. There's just some simple style tools that also you can apply to your cross-dressing experience. Okay, so look at what those simple style tools could be for like just an everyday regular type of maybe flirty or feminine type of look, right? It could be your t-shirt tied up, and cropped a little bit to show a little belly area, or a t-shirt that's pretty long with some tights and some flats, right? There's so many ways to navigate the feminine side. I just felt like saying it that way. That's how it makes me feel. I love being feminine. Like, it's a lot of fun. Like, we get to play. We get to slay. Okay. Listen. We hit the jackpot. Us feminine folks who love the feminine world. We really hit the jackpot. Okay. So come join us. Okay. We join in the jackpot and share in the jackpot, because we're all winning at this point. Let's talk about some celebrity cross-dressers out there that we collectively love and adore, right? There's fans just like fanning away, okay? From Harry Styles, who's current now, right? These times, Harry Styles with the times. Harry's doing his thing. Okay, shout out to Harry Styles. Push it up. Okay, RuPaul. Shout out to RuPaul. Legendary, yes. Marc Jacobs is cross-dressing in a big way. I love seeing him on social media, and I love his unisex type pieces that he's been creating. The evolution of Marc Jacobs is just fascinating to watch. David Bowie, he's resting, right, in peace, okay? Shout out to David Bowie, who wore dresses sometimes. He was very avant-garde and he seemed very also instinctual about his style choices. It seemed very organic. Okay. Also, and there's some really phenomenal folks online that I'm going to put down below too on social media that you can check out, who are doing big things and speaking up for the cross dressing, also the non-binary community. Okay, so just good things, great things, or elaborate on. Um, all in all, guys, I would say as a great emotional care tool for cross dressing, tap into and write down, if you can, why you started cross dressing in the first place. And it could be, I don't know why, but more like because I just want to, or because it's beautiful, or I was influenced by this, or I remember when I was, at such and such an age and this happened, or this scent reminded me of something, and then it made me feel, like write down the reason, like why you're on this journey, like, or what got you here, because you might not have like a particular reason, but like what got you here on this journey, like maybe when it started. And I feel like reflect on that as you continue on, to ground you, to help you to remember that what you're doing is valid. It's you. It's human. It's real. Okay, it's tangible. You can do it. Okay, it's not far-fetched. Okay, it's here, it's now, it's in the moment. You can grab it, you can hold it, you can mold it. So just keep that in mind when you feel discouraged, when you feel like people don't understand, when you feel like people are shaming you for your choices. Trust yourself, trust your gut, trust your deeper being. Like you are worthy of love, and you are worthy of special experiences. And when I say special, I mean like special as in that's a personal treat to yourself, to do something against the grain and satisfy your own personal needs. It's about you at that point. So you being special, okay? And also, if you can, reach out to a therapist or have a confidant, someone that you can trust and you feel safe with, so that you can express your emotions around these things, because it's not easy. Like I said, I've coached people on this journey, and it's hard, okay? And like I said, I've also had friends, okay? And it's hard, but when you have a strong support group or a support circuit, it definitely helps, and it helps you to have more fun during the process, rather than kind of living up in your head and worrying and feeling ashamed or discouraged or depressed or anxious. Yeah, so when in doubt, you can seek out a therapist or a trusted confidant in your life. Think about when you're ready. If you ever get to that point of if you want to go outdoors with this, think about where, surround yourself around people who get it, who are going to embrace you. Okay. And be sure to thicken up your skin as well. And I think that self-confidence is going to naturally help to thicken up your skin, because you're going to need it when you go out there into the world, or if you're showcasing it on social media. People are not as comfortable even in these times. So just keep that in mind, kind of expect it, because that's what they do. That's what happens. However, your support will be that shoulder to lean on. That shoulder to lean on that will wipe out or clear out a lot of those discouraging thoughts from, maybe the shaming and the misunderstanding, and the agendas that people personally have, against people who are just living freely. Okay, remember that clothing is a garment. There are different ways to create different garments, and you get to choose which garment you like, what you want to see on yourself. Okay, same with makeup and shoes and everything else, right? Choice, 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 choice. You get to choose. Okay, and make sure, guys, last but not least, actually this is like one of the biggest things of them all to consider, your safety. Make sure you're safe out there. That's part of self-love, like putting yourself in safe spaces to help keep you protected, and having friends with you if it's late at night, knowing where to get from point A to point B in a safe way. Safety is so, so important. You have to look out for your own back, and you need people who also have your back also when you're heading out and stepping out. Okay. When in doubt, honey, come to Montclair, baby. We love and support all of that, darling. From the restaurants to the churches, to the homes, to the parks, baby, the Whole Foods, everywhere and anywhere, you name it, the schools. We don't tolerate that. Okay, so here you can come and walk and be free. Come to our next LGBTQIA Pride Fest, like I went to the other day, and dress the way you want to dress. Wait for those moments, or you don't have to wait for those moments, but those moments are out there for you to embrace and enjoy for people like us who think free. They do act free. Yeah, I like how I put that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. Okay. I love to love you. Let me know what you thought about this. Okay, and if I should do some more. And I'll catch you again here soon. Okay. All right now. Oh, maybe I should show you guys my fit. Okay, so I'm just wearing this skirt with this red top to symbolize love. Love is love, right? And you need a lot of love right now. Cross-dressing. I'm sending out some cross-dressing love with this nylon red, deep cut type of stretchy. It's like a bodysuit, actually. It clips on the bottom. And I have this skirt, just a little mini thing, and my just brown mules, a camel colored mules that I love so much, and my Coach bag. I'll probably do a reel with this look for Instagram. Okay, but I just wanted to share with you guys what the outfit is giving. Okay, because it's also date night, and I just wanted to chill tonight, so that's what I'm gonna wear to hang out with the guy. And I love to love you. You guys be safe. You guys be safe, and feel free to ask me questions, and we will connect. Okay, bye.